With just a few dabs of white paint on black canvas, the eagle's beak is complete.
Started to think about these types of things, like violence towards other people and stuff, like how wrong that is.
Patrick Ross prefers to paint in black and white because he was colorblinded after someone threw lacquer in his eyes. It's not just about the brushstrokes for the Indigenous painter and father of four. It's about how creating art has changed his life. Ross grew up on Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation.
Back then I was like one of those little wannabe, maybe not really so much a gangster because I was kind of into rock and roll, but I want to be a tough guy, eh? And I had no idea that, I was going to be doing what I'm doing now.
He got in trouble with the law, and by 1998, he was serving time in Stony Mountain Penitentiary for a shooting. One day, he went up to someone who was painting in the arts and crafts room, just looking to bother him.
I asked him what he was doing, and he was like, creating art. And I was like, yeah. And then I kind of pushed him a bit, and I said, art's for sissies.
Ross saw what he thought was a photo of an eagle, but it was really a painting the man had done. That's when he knew he wanted to learn.
I asked him then, right? Can you teach me how to do that? And he was like, well, I don't know, are you a sissy?
He began painting and designing tattoos. However, the prison didn't have any funding for arts programming or supplies, so he used the cheapest paint he could get.
Well, I started off with like just the worst materials you could use, right? And I even like tried other things like coffee, cigarette ashes and water, right? And I was drawing like different things on pieces of paper, like Xerox paper.
As he channeled his energy into his art, his outlook, and what he wanted to get out of life started to change.
What I wanted to do is just get out and be known as an artist instead of just another ex-con who is another person that my family can't trust.
When Patrick Ross was released from prison in 2003, this is where he painted, under a single fluorescent light. He got so into art that he would actually visit art galleries while he was out on day passes. One of them was here at the Graffiti Gallery. When he was released, he needed a place to paint, and the gallery offered him free supplies, much better than the ones he was using while he was in jail. They offered him a free space to paint, not a glamorous one, but a space nonetheless. And eventually, they offered him a job mentoring other young artists. That's what the Graffiti Gallery is about. It gives emerging artists in the community a chance to express themselves that they maybe otherwise wouldn't have. And for nearly 20 years, they've been making a positive impact on people just like Patrick.
Our most current show is Jordan Stranger, who is having a show called I'm Non-Indian that will play in April, and it will be about kind of the Indian Act and items like that he's going to show through his art.
They just took down a display of art made by students at schools in northern Manitoba and just painted over the radiant street art to prepare for Stranger's exhibit.
So one of the big mandates that we have here as part of our mission at Graffiti Art is to provide art supplies, to provide mentorship, skill development to young artists who wouldn't have access to it otherwise.
The Graffiti Gallery says it's filling an important role in a core area like Point Douglas.
We have a big belief in what we call democratizing art. Kids, they develop, it's pride, it's, a feeling of connection to the community when they can go out and they can really make an art piece, a collaborative mural, a photo that gets to get put up on the wall.
Kevin's seen firsthand the many positive impacts the gallery has on youth in the area.
You get to see them really develop into, people who are active in their community, people who will be the leaders for, going forward for tomorrow. And, the fact that art can just take a little spot in that and really help them get going, it's something we're happy to provide.
As for Ross, he has high praise for the place that gave him the chance to do what he loved and helped him become a well-rounded painter and person.
Like, it gave me my sense of identity, pretty much, because I had the opportunity to take that and become that, right? So with what it does with kids and within the community, I really do believe that it changes lives.
Ross paints beautifully, but he also paints quickly. This regal bird took him just a few minutes to complete. Declan Schrader, RRC TV.